So they go to this land and it's beautiful. It's the poster of the movie, actually. So I was really expecting to see this planet so much. And it's Canada. You go all the way over there.
Another galaxy to go to another cold place. So what are you cooking over there? And what an asshole man is. I can't believe, like, why would they put him in the movie? He called all these scientists, billions of American dollars spent, just to come save his ass. They come and the planet is dead, like broken. And he's like, okay, sorry, I just wanted to like get away out of here. So I hit this button. Now that you're here, I'm going to kill you all and go back. Like, he's the worst person to ever live. Just die there. Just
and go explore that. Aren't you curious? Yeah. Just go around. Like, aren't you even like Christopher Columbus? Mm-hmm. Name that planet India.
Yes.
Don't judge me, Cooper.
Hey pals, welcome to another episode of the Plot Pals podcast.
Today we travel deep into space, into this space-time continuum that I do not understand, and yet it affects all of our daily decisions, and as well as our aging and our death and our destiny and the truth of the universe.
Yes. And let's talk about Einstein and let's disprove him and let's discuss this, you know?
This is an episode to go against this man, Einstein.
We have beef with them. Yeah.
We know very little, but what we know is that Einstein is wrong. This is what this episode is about. Today we're talking about Interstellar with Maral and my pal Anna. And we're also traveling in the mind of this fascinating director, Christopher Nolan,
which we also talked about before.
He won the best film of the year this past year with his film Oppenheimer, about the man who invented the atomic bomb and killed hundreds of thousands. Wow, what a topic to pick.
That's right.
And now we're traveling back about 10 years, exactly a decade, when he went into space and thought about...
He went to space.
He filmed it all on location. You should know this about him.
Exactly. He's just like Francis Ford Coppola, you know. He went to Vietnam.
I mean, he did the most. Like, maybe they didn't go to space, but
he went to the black hole, to the wormhole, all the holes, you know.
And so this man created minds, literally fields of corn for the film, and brought the best actors together, and this most solid script that makes you think about these topics about how time is relative to where you live, and if you're in space, like, it could go slower and faster, and what does that mean to you, and what happens if Earth dies? What do we do when time is up on this Earth? Like, where would we go? Are humans meant to die here? Is there more out there? What is a black hole? Like, we don't know any of these, and he's tackling everything here. Today we're talking about Interstellar. We see how the family dynamic is. This boy who's a bit of a bully to the younger sister.
Oh, the boy! Dumb. You know who the boy is, though.
What an icon!
It's you know who it is?
It's Timothée Chalamet.
No. It's Paul Schrader, the Duke of Arrakis.
Paul Atreides. Who's Paul Schrader? Paul Schrader is the writer of Taxi Driver. Yes, Paul Atreides.
One time I heard this Paul Schrader and it's like printed on my mind. Paul Schrader, the Duke of Arrakis. This man is destined for the dunes. He was young in this movie. And he's like still in a sci-fi movie, still amongst dune and drought and dust and...
Right.
What is happening? He manifested this.
Totally. And what a good casting, though. Imagine he wasn't famous at all, and the director is like, I'm going to cast this boy here.
Wasn't he?
He wasn't, not really. Like, he was probably in other movies.
Yeah.
But he was a nobody at this time. So Nolan is like, I see something in this kid. Oh. So now imagine, like, he's the biggest star in America.
Was his acting good? Because I know you were not a fan of the girl acting.
Yeah, I thought it was super nuanced because in the script, this boy is just a dumb bully.
Yeah.
He is like kind of He just wants to go into farming. He doesn't see beyond this world.
I see.
But in this one, you see like this is an older brother. He's trying to like teach his sister to be a little bit more humble. And later he's like falling in love. He has a kid. He has to take care of the kid.
Yeah.
But even while just he's young, like he has this relationship with his father where he can't express all his emotions. He tries not to cry when dad leaves, and like, can I have your truck? Like, it's so nuanced.
And he's different from his dad because his dad is all about the space, but his dream is to be a farmer, which his dad doesn't even love at all. So like, still there's this conflict in him, which we don't even see on the script or in the movie at all. But the way he acted, that's how you feel this conflict that is going on inside him.
Exactly.
He's kind of like hesitant at times to talk about his dream. But
yeah, and he's so right in the movie, because imagine the girl is like, there's a ghost in my room and the ghost broke your machine. And he is sitting there like, no, dad, tell him there is no ghost. Like, ghosts don't exist. That's so right. Like in the script, he sounds dumb, but in the movie, last time we talked in the Bahubali 2, right, about boy moms.
Now here's a girl's dad. This man doesn't care about the boy at all.
So rude. Like, there's a dust storm, the boy could die. He doesn't care, and he's grabbing the girl, putting the coat over the girl, opening the door like, are you okay, girl? Yeah. What about your son? Wow, imagine later, this boy, his son has died. So he's like, they're like, my son Jesse died. And the man's like, cold, stone cold.
Whatever.
No,
next one.
Yeah, and then the daughter is like, my birthday's today.
And the man is... That's actually such an iconic meme too, his face in that scene. And to think that that's his reaction to just the girl.
Yes. So girl dad. Seriously.
Whoa. And I was really thinking that with Anne Hathaway in this movie and the only woman on a spaceship, I was like, something's ought to happen.
I know.
Like,
you're there for 8 months. Kiss a little.
Like, imagine you're in the void, nobody's there, and
you're both single.
Like, if they were in a marriage, they were banging, okay? The bang theory, that's Big Bang. That's what it is. That would happen.
Why not? Just do it. Just like at least flirt,
touch.
Yeah, give your hands to each other. What? Nolan really held out on this one.
Yeah.
That was nuts.
And so the only relationship really, or like the only love, is between the father and daughter, which I'm not complaining. I love that. But like, the guy is weird. Like, this woman is here and you're not doing any. Whatever.
Well, to be honest, he called her cute the first minute they met. He was like, yeah, I knew Professor Brand once, but he was not as cute as you. And the girl is like, do not ever flirt with me again. My husband, Edmund, is in another planet. He's waiting for me to come get him. So she put her boundaries down.
Yeah, keep on dreaming, girl.
Yeah, he's 6 feet under this planet.
Delusional.
Yeah.
Oh my. That's cruel, Maral. What?
No, he was, though. What we're saying?
He's 6 feet under his planet?
Yeah, he is, though.
Can't help.
He was literally. Edmund?
Yeah.
He was.
Oh my.
At the end of the movie, you see the woman is like over the grave.
How sad. But then the guy is like, Jomel, let me, after years now that I've seen my daughter, let me abandon her.
Yeah, and don't watch her die. No, I will just walk away and now go back to space. This guy is so distracted. Everything he's doing is just not on this planet, seriously. Okay, but now let's talk
about... But he did flirt in one thing, though. When he was, like, handshaking with the girl in another dimension,
That's true. He was touching her.
Oh, my God. He's such a flirt. Oh, my God. That's how I flirt with guys, mostly. Like, from another dimension, I just come and manifest myself. And like, pulling their hair.
Wow, great system.
Yeah. It works for me every time.
And you know what? This guy is so handsome. Every minute he was on the screen, I was just kind of shocked. Like, perfect jaw structure, tall, beautiful blonde
The
hair.
voice.
The accent, the coats that he's wearing. This, like, he's the leader of the group. Oh my God. And then him crying and everything. Like, I was so attracted.
Oh my God. At every scene, I was reminded of this Lincoln ad that he had. Do you remember that? It's like, he has this tick, I think, with his hand, you know? We think.
You gotta drive fast if you want to go forward.
Lincoln.
And you can't go drive back.
I gotta drive my Lincoln.
yeah. And they made a parody out of that one too, because apparently he says too many nonsensical things.
Oh my
Great
God.
dude.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah.
Okay, but we were talking about, so there's a brother and sister, and this is the first seed of what the movie will be about is dropped here.
Yeah.
Where there's a broken machine, and the dad is saying, "You broke it, Murph." You're like, "Why did you do that?" And Murph says, "This is a ghost and everything." And he says, "That's not scientific. You can't say such a thing."
Yeah.
And then Murph says the meaning of this whole movie, which is, "But you said science is about admitting what you don't know."
Ooh.
So they just really, in the exposition, drop down this hint of, like, that's what the movie will be. We don't really know what science is all about. So we're going to go deep into, like, the dreamland
Right.
of what we don't
And
know.
how smart of them to immediately into the movie, like, introduce this concept of superstition and science, like the parallel between them, and how they could be intertwined, how during history they've always been parallel with each other. You know, because, like, either you were, like, scientific and on, like, the side of science, or you were on side of superstition and, like, witchcraft and religion or something, trying to explain the natural world that you were living in. So that was so cool. Immediately we get to see that.
Humans always do this. When we don't understand something,
Yeah.
we think of, like, what could it be? We create some definition for it.
Right.
Like, they always would burn women for, like, okay, this woman, like,
There's a witch.
is there, like, okay, she's bleeding. She must be
Oh,
some kind of
damn.
demonic creature. Like, where is she coming from?
Right.
So the same thing, like, if anything we don't understand, like, if we're pulled to the ground, probably a demon is pulling us from the ground. Like,
Oh my God.
superstition is always, like, a way of explaining
Yeah.
what's going on.
Exactly. It's not in itself evil. It's just, like, the lack of understanding, darkness, and ignorance.
So that's so cool that they're comparing our lack of understanding to a ghost. And now from this area, it goes into another mystery, which is, what is this ghost throwing things around?
Yeah.
Oh no, actually before that even, they're fucking in the cornfield, driving everywhere.
Yeah, what are you doing? Oh my
That's
God.
such a crazy scene.
Running over all the corn?
Your own corn too. At least run over somebody else's corn.
Yeah, exactly.
What's wrong with you? Through the field. And what are you following? Some airplane, like the most dumb thing you could ever think
crazy
of.
bitch. Like, with a laptop, do you think you could, like, control that? Why do you even want this?
Yes.
What's wrong with you?
Well, you literally fixing your flat tire and you see a plane, like, the
And
most
you're like,
distracted
oh,
kid.
and your first thought is, oh, let me grab my laptop and control that
I
shit.
know. And your 15-year-old son is behind the wheel. He doesn't even have a license. And you're switching seats while driving. You're telling him to keep going.
That's illegal? Did you know that? You could go into jail. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this guy, like, he's done worse things, I would say. Teaching his kid to break into a building with bolt cutters. He's not a good guy.
Oh my God.
And then they're about to fall down a hill too. And he just keeps telling his son, go, go, go.
Go.
Finally, the son stops. And then he judges his son. He's like, okay, well, would you have gone down the hill if I said go? Yeah, you were just telling me to go. Like, what do you want me to do?
Typical parent behavior, you know.
What do you think is the significance of this scene? Because, like,
Cornfield?
what's the point? Yeah. Because this is such a memorable scene.
Yeah.
And it's
And
such
they
a
put so much
about scene.
and
so much money went into it.
Yeah.
Actually, in the behind the scenes, they say they had to build for years. They had to build these corns because
What the fuck? Why years? It's just like one summer.
year. Okay, I don't know. Maybe one summer. But they had to keep building it and then to go through it, and it took so long to film.
And it has to look so good.
Yeah.
Because, like, once you go and the shot is not good,
then
you
again,
have to
another year.
plant it.
Yeah, seriously. And all this, and the music is swelling. Like, it feels so metaphorical.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What do you think?
It's
What is
like the
tablecloth?
field of space.
Yeah, the field of corn, maybe.
Yeah. You know, it's like fabric of fabric of a
corn.
space.
Yeah.
It's like the corns are the time. Oh yeah, it looks so similar to that scene of, you know, when he is in the black hole and everything is like fabricated.
Uh-huh.
So like the corn
Just
could
flying
be time.
past him. Yeah, right.
Time, and then the thing, like the field, the farm is space. And you planted that. And then you go through it. Right.
Wow. This is a great idea.
Going through time.
Yes.
Everything.
Yeah. Okay, this is a cool idea in my opinion. First, I was going to say just them going through space is enough because that's exactly a parallel. In space, they get these visuals thrown at them, and in the corn, they get this corn thrown at them. So it's just like here he is traveling on Earth, and there he's traveling in space. But now what you're saying with time, that's so amazing because Einstein's theory of relativity says there's a tablecloth in space where everything is sitting on. So that tablecloth would be Earth in this case.
Yeah, and on the
then-
tablecloth, corn is served to you.
Exactly. That's what Einstein said in his book of the
Theory
corn
of-
theory. That's what he's talking about.
Yes,
So
that's true.
then, yeah, they're going through the corn like it's time and they're going like breaking it.
Yeah. And then, so what we
theory.
see is actually that, okay, just the airplane is above them. And that airplane is also like a metaphor for the spaceship that they're going to be on. But now they're on Earth. So there's like the physical barriers that exist, or like the challenges that exist on Earth, they exist in the space too. Like, it's not like if you go to the space, the challenges, the problems are all going to be gone. The problems are going to be solved. It's going to be the same. The world is within you. If you want to solve a problem, solve the world problem or something, save the world, do it here. Do it with you. Save yourself. Something like that.
Right.
Like the challenges are the same, you know?
Exactly. And this guy is trying to capture this airplane to make life better too. He's saying like, if I get that airplane, this airplane could like water my plants or something.
Yeah.
So he's after this external thing.
But then he gets to the cliff. Why does he get to the cliff and then he stops? Still, it's like
Before
the
killing
children that save him, and like his ambitions drive him to the
Yeah.
cliff.
That's so true because he would have probably gone over the cliff for that plane. Like he's that crazy of a guy.
But like it's always the children. And even like when he was dying, when he was thrown off the cliff in that planet,
Oh yeah.
it was the children that came to his mind. Only the daughter, of course.
Yeah.
Forget the son. Stanking ass son who was a farmer. What a disappointment.
Yeah.
You know?
Write him out of the will. Just disown that guy. That's what okay, this is a cool idea and probably what the filmmakers are thinking. Similar
Maybe.
to this. It's a great scene with the music building up. It has to be a deeper meaning like this.
Yeah, it's the best one because the music that is so like about Interstellar, this Interstellar movie.
Yeah.
Sorry, music is introduced here in this
Yes.
moment. It's chilling. It's so chilling.
Yeah.
And exciting. They're going through that. Oh my God. And then they get the airplane. It's huge. I didn't expect that.
Uh-huh.
It's the theory of relativity of because like if you're staying here at something, the further away it is, the smaller it seems. Did you know that?
Uh-huh. Yes.
But if it gets closer to you, it's
Recently.
bigger.
That's the theory of bigger and smaller.
Oh yeah, exactly. So like the smaller you seem to people, the bigger character you have, the bigger you are as a person.
Yeah.
That's right. If the more humility you have, the bigger you are, actually.
That's so good. Connecting it to
Very
humanity.
philosophical.
Amazing ideas are coming out in this episode. I'll tell you. Okay, where do we go from here? Now this is the ghost story.
Yeah.
So why? Yeah, there's a dust storm.
Yes.
He only saves his daughter, not the son.
Typical.
And typical stuff. And then now there's a ghost throwing books off the shelf. This is where the story goes haywire. Like, you don't know what the hell it's gonna be. Is it a horror?
Yeah.
Is it a mystery? Is it a science fiction?
What is that? Yeah. For some reason, I didn't pay much attention to the books and ghost story. I was like, it's just the imagination of a 5-year-old child. You know, I was just waiting for the space stuff. Give me the space. Yeah. So, like, I didn't care.
You know how they keep saying it's not a ghost, it's gravity. The answer is gravity.
Oh my God.
The only thing that goes through space and time is gravity. And I was like,
I hate that.
why didn't you name the movie Gravity? Like, you keep using this word. What's wrong with you?
I hate gravity so much.
No, tell us why.
I have beef with gravity. Oh, I mean, like, what do you mean gravity? Like, what is it you're trying to say?
They say gravity can transcend time. What does that even mean? Gravity transcends time and space.
Okay, that makes sense.
If you know what that means, do tell us.
Transcends time?
Yeah. How could that even be? Someone said that. Probably Einstein, this guy. He's always saying some shit. Like, what does it mean that gravity... Like, what, in the future, there's going to be... Well, I guess that
maybe
because gravity is always there.
Yeah, because, like, each planet has a different gravity, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, if... Like, at the speed in which something falls, that's how gravity could manipulate time. I don't know. Like, if our planet was bigger, this pen is gonna fall so much faster. And if it's smaller, it's gonna float a little bit. Or like take its time to get to the ground. Maybe,
So
but like that
people.
shit doesn't make sense at all. Like gravity. What? Give me something. Don't just talk in Morse code. Don't talk like that.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
What the does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
You're welcome.
And okay, gravity is so cool and all. Like, we can do everything because of gravity. Like, right now we could sit because we're connected. But
if it wasn't here, I would be floating.
We would
that
adapt.
would be so much fun.
I know. Because imagine when you're on Earth, you're always just connected to the ground. Like, even if you wanted to jump up and just reach as high as you can, like, it's like you're magnetically just shot here.
Yeah.
So you're just stuck here and you're like, why am I so stuck to this Earth? Like a magnet, like just like shut down here. And that's so limiting. Like, we're just stuck to this planet fully. Pulling power is so strong.
It's so crazy. It's so such a dictator. It's like dominating our lives every day. And I'm so sick of it.
I know, because imagine, like, let me just bring this close. We are on a planet like this one here. Yeah. And then we're just like super stuck to it, like right on the 2D dimension. Like, we're just right there. And so much is going on out here, and we could explore so much if it wasn't for this fucking dumb gravity. So here's Einstein's theory on it. There's a piece of paper, like a fabric in space. Your planet is on this fabric, and because your planet is it has got mass, it goes down.
Ooh. And who decides what
that ends? Yeah, that ends the theory. And then gravity is born.
To compare the Earth or our planet to lots of galaxies that exist out there, like, who is to decide? Like, imagine this, right? You have a tight fabric, okay, that I'm holding here. You're holding it there. And we put like a small little thing on it.
Yeah, right.
It's not even gonna go down.
That's a great point, because galaxy is unlimited. It's not this little thing.
And also what they claim is that the whole universe is expanding all the time. So the fabric is stretching all the time, like it's going out. Where?
Yes. Who's pulling this fabric? And also, like, why is it just one layer? Like, this galaxy goes in many directions.
Yeah, right.
And you're talking about this, like, one fabric over here?
Yeah, what's happening under the fabric?
I should lift the fabric. That's what we want to know. What's under there?
Oh my god.
I have so many
my
questions.
God.
Like, we don't know anything. really.
Yeah, and especially what pissed me off was that in this movie they were just talking about gravity like that without explaining shit. Just
I
like we're
know.
supposed to know, and don't sit over there and judge us
Yeah.
or like think like that because like you don't understand it either.
I know.
And
Even
stop
scientists
pretending.
don't. Scientists are just giving theories. If you have a theory or like a better understanding, do write it down. Because I would
Yeah.
like to like hear. But seriously, and they would the movie would hit you with like, that's gravity, folks. That's relativity, folks. Like, it's so obvious. This is what's gonna happen.
Yeah, and we're supposed to just take it like that.
I'm not gonna take it like that. Explain it to me better.
Exactly. And then, okay, explain this. How did they find the NASA? By gravity.
Who's sending these signals?
And gravity, isn't it supposed to take you down? How is it taking you sideways to
I
NASA?
know. And why? Yeah, why is there a message going to NASA? Like, why?
What is happening?
Why are you pushing the books for it to be a signal to go to NASA if you don't even want to leave space? Like, you know how this guy is like, oh, I made a bad decision. I should have stayed. So he sends a message that says stay.
Okay, yes.
So why did you send the coordinates then to NASA? Like, you put that seat there yourself. Like,
They love the
if you-
budget. They want to go through that. That's what I'm saying. These scientists, they just want to waste the fucking budget. They want to waste their time. They just should watch our podcast. You know?
So crazy. And it's not just the movie. Like, we have questions about life too, but the movie is confusing. This time watching it, I realized like the directors don't even know that much too. Because
That
I used to
makes
think
sense.
they're smart, they're like sharing all these ideas. But if you watch closely, each scene shows barely anything to do with space.
Yeah.
It's like not realistic at all. So, for example, their first time going to space is actually a comedy scene. Like, it shows this is the robot that they're traveling with, and the robot is a humor one.
Oh my
And they just like immediately they land, and there's just a tidbit of like ideas, scientific ideas. Where
Yeah.
They just mention, oh, this is a wormhole we're gonna get into.
And they talk so fast in those scenes, so
Yeah.
you don't even get to register anything.
Exactly.
You're
It's
supposed
just
to be like, okay.
Blah blah blah. Yeah, get
Yeah.
it over with, and no like real explanation. And then you go into like the story element of
Yeah.
okay, they're in an unfamiliar land, but it has very little to do with science.
Of course, your characters are never smarter than you are.
That's true.
They
How
can't
could
be.
they be?
Yeah, they couldn't be more charming than you are. They couldn't be more smart than you are.
That's
Like,
not even
Yeah.
'cause you're the creator of it. Yeah.
Oh my god. That robot, don't even get me started
What
on
a
that.
legend, though. Did you like that?
Well, I thought it was going to like betray the humans again, as it always does.
That's the great point that you brought up, because this movie is a companion piece to 2001: A Space Odyssey.
that's
We talked about 2001 in 2 episodes, 2 back to back. So check those out. And here, because we have those ideas of like, that's the robot that is
Yeah.
going to betray. It has consciousness like humans, and it's going to make its own decisions. Then we put all this on Tars. But Tars is like the most nicest guy. He wants to help
Yeah.
out. He's funny. He's like discreet,
Charming.
charming. Yeah. I would
Yeah.
totally go for that guy.
But like the robot is so weird, you know? Like it's
Weird design. Damn.
Yeah. And like it's supposed to just survive. We're supposed to believe that.
But don't you think the robot looks like the monolith from 2001?
Yes.
So spacecraft even looked similar to the ones here,
Did
you know,
it?
with the 3 kind of
Oh yeah.
these things at the back
Oh,
and
yeah.
going slow, and definitely the inside. Even one of the characters' names was Doyle, and Doyle is the name of the guy from The Shining who was
Oh my
like,
God.
who killed his family. So I'm sure that's related. Like, why would you pick the name Doyle?
You're
You
right.
could have picked any other name.
Exactly. And then we have this character, Brand. The Brand family. The Brand of the Brand family. Like they are
Straight up, yeah. What a metaphorical
psycho.
name. Yeah.
One of them, this girl is apparently supposed to be the love story or like love interest of this man. She's useless. She is a Nepo baby. She's just on the spacecraft because she's the daughter or something of the professor. Like that's it.
Yeah.
She has no knowledge. She is
Okay, she's a professor apparently, and she's a professor of love, I think.
Oh,
Because remember, she's
yeah.
like, that's my field. Don't interrupt me.
Oh my god.
She's a professor of giving birth. Because not
That's
giving
so
birth.
sexist.
She's a professor of like creating a colony out of eggs. Remember?
Oh my god.
So that's also kind of sexist on Nolan's part. So yeah, Nepo baby, she's up there. She's got the haircut, like super cool looking lady.
Or pretending to be. But in reality, she is selfish and she is hot-headed. She doesn't understand what she's doing. She's so ignorant. Yes. She's on this planet of water and she sees this huge wave coming. But guess what she does? She goes towards it. And when the others are like, oh, come back. We're waiting for you. Come back, come back. The wave is coming. She's like, no, I have to save this. I can do that. I can take it. And then fucking
what
she gets
arrogant
stuck.
That's crazy because this 20 million foot wave is coming towards you and you think
your first instinct is
this planet is not livable. You're on it right now and this wave is going to kill you. You think humans are going to ever live here? Why do you want the research? Like she's so not pathetic even, but she's so arrogant that she thinks she can be the one to save everyone and find the research, and so full of herself and everything. Like, you see the wave, get in here. Like, she ruined everything because of that. They lost 23 years in that planet for one mistake that she made.
Well, that's, to be fair, it's just 1 second in their planet.
Yeah, well, it's fucked up. And then the other guy is also dumb though. Fucking Doyle. He's just standing there, watching the wave. Like,
I know, right?
Get in the car.
Fucking get in, loser. We're going shopping. And yeah, he's actually from Hunger Games, by the way.
Yes.
He gets killed. And it's all her fault.
Is it?
It's all her fault. Yeah.
Yeah, but it is her fault to a big extent because like she should have just left that the info, and then they throw a twist at us, which is all these notes that they were getting from the woman who was here previously, who was saying, this is a good planet, come visit it. That was sent a minute ago when the woman landed here. And then immediately, yeah. And she crashed and it burned. And they came 10 years ago. It took them 10 years to come here. And now they land here.
My jaw dropped.
I know.
I'm like,
it's so crazy because, you know, in that planet, 1 minute is like the same as 10 years in human land. So this woman sent the signal like, this is a good place, there's water. She died. A minute later, these people land, which is actually 10 years of time in Earth.
what a crazy bitch. You haven't even landed.
No,
and
why would you
like,
send the signal? Give it a day, give it an hour, bro.
What the hell? Like, investigate that fucking planet. See if it's even... No, your first instinct is like, you were itching. You were itching to just like, you just press that fucking
lazy
button.
bitch, like just get her work done and just go probably swim in the water. Like,
Yeah,
she's
just
so...
clock out. You know,
Yeah.
I'm done.
So
So she's probably on her bikini already. Like, oh, hot girl summer.
Seriously.
I'm on Love Island.
For real. And then 10 years, these humans on Earth are building a spaceship to come visit. This man has left his family. His kids are getting old there. They come and land, and immediately they find out, oh, it was all a scam. Like this. That's such a great storytelling twist, though.
Yeah, that's right. I love that planet, though. Just the waves. Oh my god, magnificent. So beautiful.
I know. And the water was only knee deep. Wow. And then such an emotional scene when they come back from this. They come into the spaceship and this man.
Woman.
Yeah, not the woman.
Okay.
Their
the
coworker
man, yeah.
is 23 years older, and he says, I have waited years here for you. They were gone for an hour.
What would you do in that situation?
I don't know. I wouldn't talk to them, first of all. I would just be like, you
Silence
left
treatment,
me. Yeah.
you know.
For 23 years. Like, what is up
Being
with
petty for a while.
you? You come back with one dead friend and with no planet, and 23 years you've been gone. Like, I'm giving you silence treatment for minimum of a week. Not a word. That's crazy.
And they go around this ridiculous name of a planet, Gargantua.
Well,
That's
Gargantua
a black
is the
hole.
black hole,
Yeah. But like, what a name, Gargantua. And then they have to decide between two planets, right? That they have to go to.
Okay, wait, you skipped the really emotional scene though. We talked about it before, but
yeah.
in between sandwich here is the meat of the story,
Yes.
which is
most emotional beat.
literally, is this man now watches 23 years of life that was stolen from him in this 1 hour of bad mistakes. And that's how life works too. Sometimes you can go down the wrong path, and when you look back, it's like, oh, all of my life was wasted on this. But they show it really emotionally.
The thing is, like, would you pick your career and your passion over the family, loved ones, and living? Would you? That's a question.
That's a really good question. I think I would, and I don't think it's the right decision.
Yeah, I agree. Because, like, I think our number one purpose in life is not to do something great. It's to know ourselves, to live in the moment and stuff like that. So that includes being with the family, growing a good community, helping the community. And he's doing that. That's fair. That's his intention. But at the same time, it's a selfish one because, like, he wants to do it for the glory. Like, there are other people. Like, he even said it, I guess, that he wasn't even supposed to be there. They would have sent another pilot anyway, right? So it's just him wanting to live that glory, wanting to express himself like this, you know?
There's exactly two ways that he's in the wrong here. One is he's going after the glory, and he wants the attention. And we see that when he comes back and the planet they're on is called Cooper, and he's like, wow, they named it after me. And
Good
nope,
point.
it's your daughter. And then the second is...
And I know he was butthurt at that moment.
For sure.
He tried to play it cool, but we know he was burning.
You got to stay young. At least just take that. Like, why does the planet also have to be named after you?
Yeah.
So arrogant. And the second part is he's actually after survival here. So he's not even living. Like, his goal is to find another planet so that the human race could continue. Like, he's so in this life and death situation.
Yeah.
He's not even living. Like, if he put his family aside and he was trying to find the meaning of life, that would be okay, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But he's in this survival mode of, like, we have to find a place to live.
Yeah.
So he's so in the wrong in the movie the whole time. But then we see the parallel with his daughter. This woman, when she's dying, she's got a whole community around her of her kids and grandkids. And she's actually lived with them and created them and literally saved also humanity. Like, brought everyone to this other planet.
That's right.
So it just goes to show, like, you could have both. You could have a really fulfilling career and a great family, but you shouldn't be in this, like, first of all, egotistical state of, like, wanting just to be your name to be out there. And also, two, you should be, like, aware of what's going on around you as opposed to always trying to escape it. You know what it is? These two brothers wrote the film, Christopher Nolan and his brother, and it feels like they really touched on these crazy themes that maybe they didn't even mean to. Like, they were really honest while they were writing this. They wanted it to be science fiction. They wanted it to be emotional, father and daughter. But they're hitting these, like, wow, this is one way to live life as this guy, and this is another way as this girl. And it's about what living on Earth is like, and it's about gravity and love, and it's about what other planets would be like. So they're hitting so many themes that I feel like they weren't even, like, checklisting, we're gonna hit this, but they were just so honest about what they want to talk about that these are coming out, like, just bubbling out of the story so much.
And I wonder if the brother is actually, like, as famous as the... Is he?
Christopher Nolan is one of the most famous directors in the world.
Right.
But so the brother can't even, like, if
that's right.
He tried. But the brother made a really amazing TV show, wrote it and produced it, called Westworld. You must have heard of it. It's this this kind of amusement park that robots are made to have consciousness, or not have consciousness, but be exactly like humans, where they experience emotions and pain and everything, but they don't have full consciousness because that option is turned off.
I see.
And this amusement park is for humans to come in and do anything they want to the robots.
Oh my god.
So, like, kill them, hurt them, throw them out, and then they get reset, the robots, and they get rebuilt or thrown away. And then there's one robot that this one breaks for her, and she now has consciousness, and she sees the horrendous nature of, like, what's happening to her people.
That's crazy.
And she goes on a whole quest to rescue all the robots and fight the humans and turn this world around, and it's so engaging.
Oh my god,
I'm
already engaged.
Like, it's so good. And so the brother is also a great writer and filmmaker.
I see.
In his own right.
So, okay. So after this, we see that these characters, they have to decide which planet they want to go to. Edmund's or Mann's. Why is his name Mann?
I like that because they keep referring to him as the first man to have brought us here. He's the best of us. So,
Dr. Mann.
the names are
Very symbolic, surely. So they go to this land and it's beautiful. It's the poster of the movie, actually. So I was really expecting to see this planet so much. And it's Canada. You know? It's just...
Yeah, it was like, I could
Why
live
would
there.
you go
Yeah,
all
don't
the
worry.
way there? You know, it's just here. So it's horrible, actually. Like, and they randomly find the American flag. Oh, look at that! In a black hole, in a wormhole or whatever. It's like millions of light years away. There's an American flag somewhere on the planet. Oh my
Well,
God.
Dr. Mann put it there, though.
Yeah, I know.
There's also a Lazarus flag. So this guy is like packing his flags when he's going to space.
Yeah.
Pack some food for yourself. You have limited space.
And to think that in the movie even, they were talking about the conspiracy of moon landing and shit. It's so funny. It's so funny. I was actually expecting to see some Russian or Chinese flags on that planet too, but obviously only Americans can go there. So we go there and Dr. Mann is a jerk.
Yeah, but we don't know that. First, they're tricking us with this music again building up, and he's describing our planet is cold and frozen,
You
but
don't say.
definitely beautiful. And you're like, oh my God, this is a new planet. Like, let's see what's happening. There's a center, there's a core. They're gonna go into a black hole. Like, we're so hyped. And then suddenly it turns into this like rivalry, two boys just fighting to the death in the mountains of Canada.
If you wanted to go on a cold planet, literally we have Mars here. It's like such a good boy, you know? It's
And it
not
has
even
water.
cold and
Yeah.
it has water. It's just drought, you know? You go all the way over there.
Another galaxy to go to another cold place. So what are you cooking over there?
It doesn't even have water.
Uh-huh.
I know it's snow, but like it's snow. There's like no life in there.
Yeah,
There's
and you can't
probably-
breathe the air too. That's another thing.
There's.
Can you breathe the Mars air? If you know that, please let us
Oh
know.
my god! Oh my god!
Is there oxygen on Mars?
And they have to wear the space suit all the time. Like, you know, when he cracked that glass, he couldn't even breathe.
Yeah.
How can you build a colony in a planet that you can't even walk out without a spacesuit?
Exactly. How? You know what? This is the
Okay, you need to
part
calm
I
me down.
knew.
Okay, I need to.
That's the part I knew. These scientists are kind of dumb. Like, why are they believing man here? Clearly, you can't breathe there. Then man says this. Oh, if you go to the center of the planet, that's where you can breathe. Like, when was the last time you went to a center of a planet? Center of the planet is where there's boiling volcanic eruption and there's like rock. It's just like you gotta dig deep and then what are you trying to do? Like build a basement over there?
I
Like,
think they
what?
mean the Africa of that planet. You know, like the center, like around
Oh, you
Middle
think?
East of that.
Maybe. Okay, maybe. Because that would make more sense than going deep into the core. And I was just like, why do you believe this man guy? And what an asshole man is. I can't believe, like, why would they put him in the movie? He called all these scientists, billions of American dollars spent, just to come save his ass. They come and the planet is dead, like broken. And he's like, okay, sorry, I just wanted to, like, get away out of here. So I hit this button. Now that you're here, I'm going to kill you all and go back. Like, he's the worst person to ever live. Just die there. Just live in go to sleep. Live in your spaceship thing.
Wow.
Whoa, your life is that important? You're so crazy.
But like he's also like, you haven't been in the survival mode. If you were, you would understand what I'm saying.
Maybe, but
Like,
look at that guy. 23 years he was in the spaceship with no luck.
Like I would honestly, I would be kind of happy, you know. Just alone.
To live? Oh, to be alone? I know. Just live out your days on this.
I know I would go crazy, and I know that I would miss the sunny days and like the beach and everything and people, but I'll be fine.
This man was crazy to begin with. He's so much more in his ego than Cooper. Like, he wants to be known as this great man.
Yeah,
probably
that's
from
right.
the beginning.
Uh-huh.
Because he's the one who broke his own robot. Like, they act like he says, "Oh, I was expediting." Doing an expedition with this robot, and then he broke. And then the other robot is like, "Do you want me to take a look?" And he says, "No,
That's
don't
a
touch
human
it."
hand.
I know.
Could fix that
This
shit.
guy broke the robot because the robot was like, "This planet is not safe to live on. Don't press the button." And he wanted to press the button for them to come save him. So he killed the robot.
Oh my god.
What a bitch!
That's right.
Just die over there. Matt Damon. What's wrong with you?
And go explore that. Aren't you curious?
Yeah.
Just go around. Like, aren't you even like Christopher Columbus? Name that planet India.
Yes.
And then
All
be
this
like,
free
oh
real
my
estate.
God. I know. Oh my god.
It's crazy.
Like, if it was me, I would just explore everything, everywhere.
Yeah.
Just walk the earth. Walk
Or
the,
literally
planet, whatever.
go into your sleeping chamber that's going to keep you alive forever. Just go lay there. Like, you're not going to feel anything. Meditate forever. And maybe 100 years from now, someone will come save you. Why are you so stingy? You killed so many people. Like, lay in your bed, literally.
Wow.
What a guy.
But at the same time, we can't judge. At the same time, like, we are not one to judge. We are people. We're so like, he's a good guy.
Yes, we're looking at it objectively, with no emotions attached.
No,
We see the truth.
that's right. And then we don't even get to explore and see Edmund.
Damn, yeah, we just see him in a second, one flash. His planet. And it looks like very deserty, so much rock.
Yeah,
See?
we don't want that. No,
That's
a no from me.
Yeah. When they first landed on this water land, it was like they're exploring a new house, like for real estate.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, look, the gravity is 136%. That's so heavy for us.
Oh
And, like, the
yeah, I
water's
don't want to
shallow.
because like my weight would be too much. I can't go on a heavy planet like that. No.
Like, as if you have a choice. Like, they were so specific. But I feel like that would be our case, too. Like, we'd be like, why is this rocky planet have no trees? Like, no.
Right.
Next, please.
Oh, that's right.
specific.
Yeah. And then they just dump this thing, about like this love and stuff, but we don't explore that. Why not? I would have loved to see like how she's right and how that is the truth. But apparently, I think Christopher Nolan deep down doesn't believe in love being like the truth. I guess that's the
You
case.
think his brother only believed it? And
I
put that
think
scene?
so. I think so. Yeah.
That's true, because there was no romance. So, well, he wants to show the love between Edmund and her.
Yeah.
Is much stronger.
That's right. But also, like, they tapped on it and they could have showed the truth, but they held back. I don't know.
Yeah, it was just in one scene that love was really apparent.
Mention.
Even Nolan is not known for his love in the stories. Usually there's a guy. It's about a guy who's like doing some crazy things and his wife is dead. Yeah.
Oh my
Almost
god.
every time.
Or like the wife is such a hot bitch, you know, he has so many wives. He
Yes,
has like
or
so
it's a
many
crazy
mistresses.
bitch. Yes, like a toxic lady.
He's like always into these things. Like I'm talking about Oppenheimer here. Like the guy is a literal crazy man. It's like and the wife is a bombshell. Always the hottest girl you've ever seen, and she's talking. Oh my god, that's so hot. And she's talking about deep stuff. She's talking scientific. She is like there in his level, like questioning the theories of relativity because that's the only theory that exists in the world. Yeah. And
Quantum theory too.
Yeah, I guess we have to like learn these things just so we could like show guys that we are really smart. You know? Like every time just
bring up theory of relativity in every conversation you have.
and then flirt with that.
Yeah.
Gravity.
Gravity doesn't belly. Theory of relativity.
Gravity has no effect on this. Wow. You know.
That's one way.
Thank God.
Christopher Nolan, yeah, you know, what is your opinion on love for real? You put that in there, people maybe judged you, you pulled back, you should have gone all the way. That's what Anna thinks.
Mm-hmm. I get, well, you know, he's a man. He's just a man. What does he know?
They find out that this whole thing was a scam and there was no plan to save the people on Earth.
He totally regrets it, kind of.
Yeah, and now he's gonna go back. Like, how selfish is this guy?
I know, right?
He's like gonna send the whole spaceship back to Earth just so he can see his 50-year-old daughter and be like, I shouldn't have left you.
Yeah, look at me. I came here. I'm a good man. Validate me.
I know.
Like, I came exactly at the age that you were. And look how young I am. And look how old you are.
But what happens is as he's trying to go back, he falls into a black hole.
That happens to the best of us. You know?
It's so cool. They had to visualize what it would be like to be in a black hole.
Oh my God! That black hole sucks everything. And it just like transforms the form of any material that it gets its hands on. And you're saying that he would remain intact.
Yeah.
That he would just get sucked in there like that in the fabric of fifth dimension.
The space suit was super strong.
Oh, yeah.
Sturdy.
Okay.
American made.
We've got to thank the American costume designers for that. Shout out to them. Oh my God. Yeah.
He stays super good. He's fine over there. And everything gets destroyed. And it's like a big bookcase. Yeah.
Light has nothing. Like, but this guy, he's stern. He's firm on his ground. And it goes there, and there it is, just his daughter. Because nobody else on this planet, on that planet matters. Only his daughter is the one. Yeah.
The sun is in the field. His face is turned black from the fire that's shining in his face.
You know, in the fifth dimension, the bedroom that is there, it's going to be mine. My bedroom is going to be the only bedroom that is just all over the place.
Why?
And everybody, all these beings are going to watch me and like...
Okay.
Because like my bookcase sometimes just falls and like the books fall and stuff fall. And I'm like, oh, is that a ghost? What is it? It's them.
It has to be. It's them.
It's them.
They're preparing the mission.
That's right.
One day I'll come to your house with my car. Like, get in. We're going to space. And the Plopper's like, where's the episode? Like, just a quick mission to the wormhole.
And then it's going to take us 23 years for you to see the next episode. Yeah,
and you just comment, like, first you comment a few times, and then it's like, I've waited years.
And 23 years is going to get to us. We're like, oh my God.
Sorry. We're doing it out in space. We're just doing other things over there, like checking out the space-time continuum.
Time is relative. We're not going to age too, by the way. There.
Damn, he's just out in the bookcase, and it's like the filmmakers decided that this is the fifth dimension.
Yeah, if you could do Morse codes, why not write it outright?
I know.
Fuck.
Why not just get a pen and paper and just write a note out there? What are you?
You know when we get like these signs of 11:11, like on the clock, and like these angel numbers and stuff like that. It's like the signs of universe and stuff.
How can it be though? But anyway,
I mean, I think it's kind of true. Ourselves. It's kind of true because like anytime I'm a little bit more conscious or like more spiritual, I see that. I see that, and I never see it on random days or like. Yeah, it's crazy. But like, why not try to give the message outright? Like, what are you trying to say, universe? Like, why not be clear and communicate with me, like deeply on a same level? Like, why not? Why are you talking like this?
Why are you playing games so?
I know.
Yeah, you can touch the book, right?
Yeah.
So why not touch a piece of paper and write it out? You can already do the touching.
Or he also did like the Morse code and stuff. Oh, on the clock, right?
I know. What is that even? It's like if I had that clock, I'll be like, okay, it's broken. Throw it out. Like this clock has no more use for me. And this girl's like, oh my God, the message.
That means something.
Actually, I'm also like that because I never throw anything out. Like if it
Yeah.
breaks, I'm like, okay, messages from the
Oh,
fifth
you-
dimension. I should keep this one.
But do you read that? I'm like, no, this is just something. It's a cuckoo clock, you know. It's just not all right in the head.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just like me. Yeah.
Exactly. So what is going on here? Like, why don't you just be outright with me? Why don't you?
Yes. This is so, I don't know, maybe because we didn't watch the movie enough, but it's like so out there. Doesn't really, like, what is going on? But the effect is that you're so amazed and shocked and like
Yeah.
surprised. But I don't think it makes sense at all.
Yeah, but I love the way that they showed it because the concept, everybody talks about the concept of fifth dimension and like, you know, being conscious and the now moment where everything is happening. We even talked about it. But the director and the writer, they actually showed it. That's, oh my God, how did you visualize this? You know, because like everything was happening in that bedroom in the now moment, like in the now.
Exactly.
Every moment that this room went through, everything that a state that the girl went through was there in the same room in the same time. So like the way they showed it was so
That's
good.
so
And they
true.
always talk about literally about fabric of space and time. And they showed that, literally showed the fabric that is like intertwined, knitted like this, sewn together. That's so beautiful. That's so good.
You're so right. There's sometimes tasks that you do that are repetitive. You do it every day.
Yeah.
For example, every day you write a journal or you brush your teeth or something. And it's like when you're back there doing it again the next day, it feels like everything else in your day passed and you forgot about it.
Yeah.
And it's just continuously, you're connecting yesterday's brushing your teeth to today's. And so it feels like this continuous thing that's just like, wow, I did the same thing again. But like, I'm feeling a little different. So for them to put all of these into this one fabric, as you say,
Yeah.
that is happening at the exact same time, and they're like falling onto each other, and you could
Yeah.
fold it here and there and connect these two. And the present and future could be related.
Oh,
This is so amazing.
so brilliant. Like, I know we're joking around, but like that blew my mind, like changed my perspective of how to visualize it. Because like our minds can't comprehend really what's going on in that dimension or like what reality is actually like. But for for a human to take these concepts that are so abstract and then turn it so visual, oh God, that's such art. Like,
Exactly.
I can't.
Filmmaking, Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
These two go well together.
Yes.
We love Christopher.
I don't know if any other movie of his is coming out this year or.
Oh, we should find
No?
out. Well, just last year he made Oppenheimer, so probably
Yeah.
not immediately, but he's always working. Every 2 or 3 years he makes a new movie.
Yeah, and Oppenheimer was like taking all of these like things that he learned from all these movies that he made and he combined it. Like every element I think of other movies is
Yes.
in Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer is the most conscious movie I've ever seen.
Right?
It's completely from this guy's perspective. Like every minute we
Yeah.
see it through his eyes. Not like nothing I've seen before. It's like so visceral. Oh my God.
And
I
it's
miss
like
that
it
movie.
has all the things, you know, like it has the romance, it has the science, and it's so like I'm sure it's really true, like whatever they say. They even have Einstein, by the way, in there. Yeah, the real guy, the real deal. They have that, and so it's like so fun, and they play with time too. Like it has everything. Oh, wonderful! And as you say, like the
Matt
screenplay.
Damon, yeah.
That guy, oh my God. That screenplay is just like a revolution in itself because it's from the first person perspective.
Yeah,
So never done before. Or maybe. But
Yeah, I've never seen that either in my.
yeah, it's
expeditions.
completely from his eyes. And anything that is not from his eyes are black and white or like it's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
obvious. Oh, insane.
It's through his eyes. Like Dune did that a little bit, where you're with Paul and seeing his growth. But this is every second. If people are talking into him and they're like reacting as if, there's power dynamics. So like the younger brother is talking in a way into the camera as if like he's lower level, and the woman is seductive to the camera, and it's his face. It's the most like you will ever. That's why there were so many memes of people thinking they're Oppenheimer after the movie was done, Because that's what it does. Literally, you
Oh.
think you are.
And also his thoughts and whatever he's like visualizing is also shown on the screen. The quantum.
That's a great one. So definitely visit Oppenheimer again.
after this. But
Same.
I have to say, like, I love this movie so much more.
Wow, okay.
Obviously, like, Oppenheimer is just so stimulating. You know, it's 3 hours of just like taking you back and forth,
Yeah.
and it's exhausting to watch.
This one, the great thing is the emotions. It's
Yeah.
so emotionally strong.
Yeah, I was like imagining at that scene of like, you know, father daughter. I was just like imagining, how is this possible? First of all, nothing like this has ever been done before. Second of all, it's such a new emotion. And then I was imagining my father and myself like in that position. It's incredible. Like, oh my goodness, my mind. Like, imagine your dad and then
Yes, and you're grieving this family. You don't. It's it's a fake family, and you're crying like you are physically experiencing this, putting your own emotions on it. So good.
oh god, that
Editing is masterful there. Music, the acting, the story. It all comes together for this like 5 minutes of you experiencing that high type of emotion. So useful to watch.
What I don't get is that he went into a black hole and his spaceship was completely gone. Okay, so he died. He can't come back to any other planet, so he died. And
Well, somehow
it's
he made it
such
out
a
of the-
questionable ending. It's so questionable. Like, some people even theorize that he died really early into the thing, or like the whole thing is that he died because, like, you know, those messages that the kids send that takes 23 years to get to him, they really, if you watch it again, sounds like if you are like sending a video or like recording a video or writing a journal to somebody that died in your life,
for sure.
kind of like grieving them. It definitely sounded like that. You know, they're just like not expecting an answer at all, even when they're like filming it. They're just like reporting and kind of getting it out of their system, whatever they're feeling. So it feels like he died. That man is literally leaving the child at such a young age. And imagine, like, if we want to take it that way, like the literal way, he died and left the child and she's alone
Yeah.
and she has to grow up like this, but she has this resentful feelings towards his dad. Why did you leave me at such a young age? Like, I'm
And
broken.
the only moment she sees him again is right before she dies. She gets a minute where he comes into the room. So that's a real theory.
That's true. I got goosebumps again. Oh my god, I'm so sensitive to everything today. But as you said it, it clicked. Yes, because that man also said, Dr. Mann. He said that before you die, you see your brain sees the ones that are dear to you.
That's a cool theory. Now you
And-
watch it again with this in mind.
Yeah, and she can only remember his dad when
When he was young. Oh.
Dude, dear God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
That's so cool. But you know what's cool though too? Maybe your ghost like goes to live on. Like who knows? Maybe you go into this black hole and you turn into energy. And as that energy, he could throw those things down. But he's just gonna stay in there. There's so many possibilities.
It's so similar to 2001 in that scene where he also dies, the main character. So he goes through all of these things, you know, everything comes towards him. And then he is suddenly in a bed. Yeah, in a bed, right? He's just in this house that is so beautiful and everything. And that's the same that this main character goes through. After this, we just cut to him being on the bed in like the hospital.
Yeah, right.
Everything is good. What happened?
Yes.
Like the whole time you're like, how is this man going to get out of here? And even when he was
skip over all that. Yeah.
when he was in the black hole, I was like, oh, you lost the spaceship, everything, you're done. How are you gonna get back?
That's true. He definitely died. Yeah, why would he have survived?
Absolutely died. Yeah.
Totally. And he's so egotistical that he thought they built a house about him and a museum. And maybe in his ego, he realized, oh, it's actually my daughter. Probably she saved everyone. Totally, it could be a dream.
Yeah.
And he's dead.
Oof, man.
So
Yeah.
watch Interstellar again and then listen to this and then watch it again.
Yeah.
And listen to Oppenheimer.
Because it's very profound, this episode.
Yeah. Truly, it's a in the last episode we used the
Mind banging.
adjective mind banging. So true with this one. It's
This
a
is
mind
mind bending.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Check it
So
out.
also let us know about your comments as well on the theories that we presented in this episode. I hope that you learned something from this.
I hope so too. That Einstein was wrong and the theories are fake.
Yeah,
Moon
I mean, we
landing.
have to be on this mission to prove this stuck-up man right, you know, with his tongue out and like all these organs like that.
Yes.
Who do you think you are? You know? So, yeah, we're on this mission. Support us, please, by subscribing to our channel and
Thank you.
being our patron.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching this episode.
See you on the next one.
See you. Bye.